So I walked down the back before the second set settled. My dad, I'll miss the rest. That's fine, I guess. The cavern is a crowd around, and I could scarce get by on second breath between the press. Now it's 3 a.m. and I don't know how I'll get home. The way is barely paved. I can't keep my eyes from closing, so I'll hit Baby, if you don't stand for something, how can you ever stand it all? And baby, if you're built on sand, you'll be swept back by the fall. Baby, if you don't stand for something, how can you ever hope to hold the weight of everything you own? Maybe if you build your house on sand, you can burrow the deeper. Maybe it would cave on you alone. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Baby, if you don't stand for something, how could you ever hope to hold the weight of everything you hold? Maybe if you show them all your hand, you can knot in the creases. Maybe you could take it back and fold. You said it was all in the ether. Ain't something you said you could feed her. She said she was nothing but eager. Then you said, she said that you couldn't believe her. Ain't something you said you could feed her. She said it was all just a leader. Then you said, you swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. I heard that you weren't sure, and I called it off again. And I heard that you weren't sure, and I called it off again.
Hello and welcome to the final broadcast of the Toronto Floorball's 4th season. This is going to be a fantastic matchup between the Flames and the Sharks, two very storied teams. We've seen this matchup once before, the Sharks coming out the victors in that finals. The Flames looking for revenge. They've made it to the finals in 2 of the 3 prior seasons and finished second in both of them, and are the last franchise in the TFL to be chasing a championship. And for the first time up in the booth, I am joined by Owen Kuehl of the Ravens. Welcome to the booth. This is going to be fun.
Thank you. Yeah, excited to be here. See some good floorball.
Off the jump, the Sharks will take the opening draw. An interesting formation on defense here from the Flames as they intercept that. Right back, that a great shot off the rip. That goes just high over the bar. And the Flames will get possession in the corner. The clock hasn't started yet. As Elias will bring it up here for the Flames. Justin near side to Andrew. Can't quite get it by. Stolen back by the Sharks. And an early call will give possession back to the Sharks here. Isaac Cashino going to be the one to hit this in. Across in the middle for Zach Cooper. That very close. Could not punch his ticket that time by. Intercepted again. A little bit of a dangerous ball, but this one will be brought up the wing by Brad here for the Flames. Tries to get it center. Almost rips it past Umesh, but no luck on that attempt. Brad battling in the corner. Back out to Andrew. Look for a pass through the center. Shot on. That's a great save, as Ian Chambers can't find his way through. Now Justin Lacaire bringing it up for the Flames.
That's such a tough pairing to stop when Ian and Justin are both out there. Two mobile young D who can make you pay with their feet.
Yeah, lots of quick pace, and we see that with both sides on defense too, especially with Isaac Cashino for the Sharks. Another one of the very notable speedy transition players. Josh Snook as well, one of those guys. He's with the ball now. As Jake Wolf has it near side, finds Dimitri as he tips that one just wide. And the chain link fence of Jeff in net will gobble that one up.
Not quite brick wall.
Not quite brick wall. He may earn that moniker over the course of the game, but I mean, hey, it was his idea to come up with the chain link fence, so I'll use it if he wants it. Ian Chambers now behind the net. The Chambers defensive line out now for the Flames. Sent up the wing. This one will be Dawson Wiggle in the corner, battling with Robin. And the Sharks will get the ball on this one. Referees for this one, Jay and Tyler. Josh looking to bring it up for the Sharks. Dimitri now back to Josh. Looking for a lane. Doesn't quite have one yet, Dimitri. On the near side, finds Nick. The shot goes just wide into the corner. Ian Chambers there to pick it up. And the Flames just lost their man there on the wing. That's a great chance for the Sharks. Full defensive change as Elias comes on. Back and forth between the Flames D as they try and find something upfield. Justin getting it by, tries to get by Cashino, but Umesh Haran there also there to help and is able to strip the ball away, and the Sharks will get possession here from their own end. Umesh holds between the legs of Andrew Nielsen. Zach Cooper couldn't quite handle it. And this one will be Flames ball. Lacaire up the wing to Nielsen. Tries to get it to Captain Wes Tennyson. That pass does not quite get through the filter. Into the corner, that's a ripper. That goes right over the net. Another good chance for the Sharks that goes just over the crossbar. You got to start getting those on target, Owen, if you're going to get past Jeff here.
Yeah, he's come in and played awesome for us all season at the TFL. So, yeah, it's no surprise that he's helped back his team to this finals appearance. You can tell both teams are settling into the game. They don't want to make mistakes and end up in the back of your own net. But we'll see. As soon as I think one goal goes in, probably open up quite a bit, maybe trading off chances a little bit more.
Oh, great shot from Brad. Goes low and just barely wide. Isaac with all that pace. Wes on him very hard, trying to shut him down today. Pops up over the boards. It will be, by the looks of it, Flames ball.
If Wes takes the same defensive strategy as last week, he's just going to shadow who he thinks the biggest threat is and stay within a foot of him the whole game.
Jake will take it on the near side. Josh Snook has a couple of dump options, may try and take it himself. Plays it back to Dawson Wiggle here. Gets it up to Wolf. Across, behind the net. Nick Petrakis. Intercepted by Ian Chambers, very dangerous play. Other co-captain, Gregor Campbell, there for the Flames, trying to get it out. Allows a dangerous shot. Another shot by Dimitri there will not find target again. And the Flames getting away with a couple of these really good looks they're giving the Sharks.
Yeah, I don't know if the book on Jeff is try to pick the corner high from a tough angle, but Sharks are firing everything from near the goal line on him. Towards him, I guess.
Intercepted by Dawson out in the middle here. Will be picked up by Paul Moran for the Flames. And I'll get a free hit here as well. Takes it to Gregor. Looking for the cross crease. Intercepted. Good way to get a stick on it from Dawson Wiggle there. And the Sharks will retain possession in their own end and look to break out. The Flames pressing hard. But it will be the Sharks looking to break out here. Up the near side, Zach Cooper for the Sharks. Last season, one of the best goal scorers in the league. That lethal shot has not come to fruition in the same way for him this year. Oh, and that one is tipped off the hand of Jeff and in, I think. He got a piece of it, but not enough. And the Sharks are the first team to get a goal here in the finals.
Yeah, you play with fire enough, you're going to get burned. They kept giving up looks, and one finally finds its way in. How ironic, the Flames getting burned.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be the ones burning, but
Yeah.
the
Real water and fire battle here.
yeah, we'll see if that water-related aquatic animal in the Sharks can put the Flames out for the second time. Whoa, very dangerous ball in the middle. Justin just barely able to keep control of it. Elias intercepted by Nick.
Oh, and the ball stepped on.
Crunch. Getting a new ball. Throwing that one up to the fans in the stands, or almost us up here in the booth.
Just want us to feel included.
And the face-off will take place here at center. And the Flames win it this time. In Chambers. Off to Justin. Wes on the wing here for the Flames. Back to Ian. This is a very dynamic part of the, or line here for the Flames. Ian, Wes, Brad has shown spurts of energy. Justin. And we'll see if that can counter the Sharks, because that's one thing that the Flames historically have not had is a ton of pace. Very good skill players, but not a lot of steam in the tank, especially late. A bunch of late playoff games where they've given up late goals, and that's been the real kicker on their seasons. And now, with a deep bench and some more energetic players, we'll see if they can get it done here.
Good to see full lines on both teams' benches, too. Last week in the semis, the Sharks pulled it off only with one substitute player. So today we're getting true best-on-best floorball.
Some of the largest benches, I think, for both teams that either of them have seen all season.
Yeah,
So
big
it's very
game.
nice to see.
It's like Christmas morning.
Josh with a spinorama. Zach hits the deck. Gregor's pass hits off of Ian Chambers' ankle. A 3-on-1 the other way. Great interception by Dave Chambers to not allow that one to develop. Paul Moran holding it back up the boards to Dave, and the Flames will resume from the near side as that one's chipped up and out instead of off the boards and kept in to Gregor. And the Sharks will come back here. While the Flames have had a couple of good chances, their possession has not been as strong as the Sharks has. Their ability to hold the ball and get it into good positions in this game has really been the difference maker for the Sharks. It feels like they're getting all the dangerous chances at the moment. And while the Flames have potential to be good in transition, the Sharks also have the potential to be very good in countering that transition play. Oh, a ripper from Isaac. Cashino from the point goes just wide. As if that one had gotten on target, might have made a hole in Jeff. Andrew behind the net going for the wraparound. Arnold knocks the net off its bearings.
Looks like his helmet might have a strap loose.
Andrew has a little bit of time, tries to get it up for Brad. It goes in the net, but it won't count because the whistle blew before it went in by quite a good margin. That's so unfortunate for the Flames.
Arnold will tell you he stopped playing when he heard the whistle.
Oh, low rebound, not in at probably the best chance of the game for either team, despite the Sharks having a goal. And they get away with one there. And as they say, ball don't lie. And the Sharks retain their 1-goal lead. The Flames really trying to get going here. Brad with one hand on the stick looking for a passing lane. Behind him, out in front, Andrew, backhand off the side of the net. It won't go. Sharks, far side, find Isaac. Streaking with Justin on him, the 2-on-1. Isaac breaks through, tries to chip it near side. Great save by Jeff King in net.
He's so dangerous jumping up into the play weak side like that. Like stretching the floor east-west and then has the speed to put it around you and take it right to the net.
Isaac has those moments where he can just decide to take over a game and just does. And that is a scary prospect for any opponent. Though less frequent, I feel like you could argue Ian Chambers for the Flames has those moments too, where he can just put on the Jets and decide that he's scoring.
Yeah. Isaac's got a few years on Ian, so
oh, yes.
We'll see when. Yeah.
Both players making Canada's national teams in their own right, though.
Yeah.
Congratulations to both of them on that. As Ian finds Paul Moran up the boards here.
It's been awesome to see a handful of TFL players get those invites, get those reps at the national level. You know, speaks to the quality of competition here, but also obviously those individual players, all the work, all the skill that they have for the game.
Lots of hard work being put in this season by all teams, really, despite the finals only allowing 2 teams in. Most games this season decided by 1 or fewer even goals, requiring shootouts in many, many cases this year. An incredibly close season has led to a historic rivalry game here in the finals once again. Paul. Zinger low off the side of the net again, the same spot. Dave, back to Paul. Rips it off the stick blade of Dawson Wiggle. Zach Cooper chills it. On the break, the shot high again. The third chance this game goes over the bar. And that is just unfortunate.
Here's that rush offense again.
Ian Chambers. Free hit. Flames. Shot lifted on, and that one will go out of bounds as Gregor Campbell tried to snipe that from a distance. Dawson behind the net. 5:15 remaining in the first half here. Dimitri loses it. Josh Snook collects, though, for the Sharks, as they will look to come back the other way once again. Snook gets around. Good stick check by Brad. It will be a free hit here for the Sharks. Taken by Josh Snook. Near side to Dimitri. Shot blocked by Justin. I don't think he knew he did. Jake strong on that, but Justin will come out of that. He's got an uncanny ability to protect the ball in his own end with his body and just create space for himself and get out of some very sticky situations.
Gets really low to the ground and tough to outmuscle him.
Incredibly dynamic play here up the wing. Justin, close, tries to just fire it on. And they're going to say that Brad played that above his knee, and thus a high stick. And so the Sharks will try and get back on offense. Across. Pash gets across to Umesh right in the middle for Zach Cooper, just wide. Second chance, blocked away. Andrew Nielsen sends it to Brad on the far side. He'll take it himself, but Isaac intercepts. Good stick check by Wes, but maybe a little too aggressive there, and Tommy brings it up. The shot is blocked. Back to the point for Umesh. Shot across, intercepted. Wes in transition. 3-on-2. Andrew, shot off the post. It doesn't go in.
Wow.
And the Sharks have the transition chance to their own, intercepted. But it will be Flames ball.
He's got a sneaky good release, Andrew. You think you have him covered, and then it's in the back of your net if you're not careful.
He also has that sort of like Austin Matthews or Alex Ovechkin-like way of sort of disappearing from plays at times, and you lose track of him a little bit. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he's right at the doorstep and is able to tap in an easy cross crease or something like that.
Yeah, good instincts.
Shot almost tipped there by Robin behind the net. Gregor picks it up. That somehow made its way across the net. Shot down, tipped. Cooper gets a stick on it, and in transition, an alley-oop all the way down the field finds Zach Cooper.
Let's see if it opens up here. I'm sure the Flames would rather play a more measured back-and-forth game, but with the Sharks opening up a multi-goal lead, they might have to start taking some more risks, start pushing the pace a little bit more.
Just under 2 minutes left in the first half. The Flames yet to break the goose egg on the board. Gregor finds Paul on the near side. Paul in the corner. Off to Justin, trying to find some space behind the net. Looking for some cheeky tap in. Great defensive play by Dawson and Nick in the corner. Back to the point right in front. Doesn't get a good shot off. Tip. Can't make its way all the way to the net. Gregor has his stick break?
It was Dimitri's stick.
Or Dimitri's stick broke.
And as soon as that happens, you have to, it's your responsibility to get off the floor.
And that he does, and looking for a replacement for that. That's the first time I've seen a stick break this season.
Intensity ramping up here in the finals, I guess.
You can tell, especially in the last minute of the first half. Both teams trying to collect a little bit of momentum pre-break. Great save by Jeff, finally getting a shot on target. Josh near side, another shot. That one blocked by Justin up and over the boards. And 34 to go. We'll stop the clock in the last minute. And the Sharks will resume play from the corner. Umesh going to be the one to hit it in. Back behind to Zach Cooper. Looking for a lane. This one off Justin and out again. Another stoppage. 6 seconds roll off in that play. 28 seconds to go. A 2-0 lead for the Sharks, and potentially the last possession here of the first half as well. Behind the net, it's Zach Cooper. Breaks through 2. Andrew up to Brad. Dawson on him. Still dangerous for the Flames. Shot off the side of the net again. If that counted, they would be winning this game. But they can't find the front of the net and only the side. Josh gets it back out to midfield. 5 seconds to go, just wide on the shot. Dawson will hold it behind the net. Time expires. And the first half comes to a close. The Flames still cannot find a goal at the end of 20. But we'll see if the second half can bring something different. After 1, it's 2-0 Sharks.
The flowers hang a violet hue. The clocks run back and so should you. Les Jenny starts her old refrain. The seasons change, the walls remain. I can't recall my mother's name, nor will I use it if I do. But I'm running out of string. And I ruin everything. But I'm running out of string. Turn back and you'll still find me. And I ruin everything. Turn back and you'll still find me. At the brand, yeah. I don't know when time begins. I don't know when time begins. At the brand, yeah. I don't know when time begins. I don't know when time begins.
Hello and welcome back to the second half. Sharks versus Flames here in the finals of TFL's 4th season. The Sharks win the opening draw and will make their way up the wing here. Dimitri in the corner for the Sharks. Andrew across. Dimitri down into the corner. Isaac tries to make a play for the Sharks, but it'll be Tommy collecting it here back at the point. Jake back to Isaac. Through his legs, gets by 3. Nick Petrakis from the point. Low shot save by Jeff King.
Good defensive stick from Ian there to poke it out of harm's way.
Dave Chambers looking for Brad. On the near side, West can't corral that one. Isaac creating space for himself. Brad pokes it away. Ian Chambers, low shot blocked by Jake. This one goes all the way back down the other side for Justin LeCaire. Elias. Down to West in the corner. Behind the net, Andrew. Intercepted by Isaac. The Flames setting up really well on offense, something that we hadn't seen from them in the first half. They are very much starting to look more and more dangerous here as time goes on, Owen.
Yeah, they'll have to dial up the heat for sure. Every second trickling off the clock, bringing them closer to, well, they know the stakes.
Paul Moran up here at midfield. Finds some space in the corner. Robin doesn't quite read that pass, and Dawson will beat him to the ball. Umesh finds some space up the middle. Low shot finds its way through. A low trickler right into the bottom corner. Accuracy over speed, and the Sharks have a 3-goal lead.
Here's where I'm curious if we'll see any tactical adjustments from the Flames. They start sending forwards higher on breakouts, going more for the Hail Mary pass, something like that maybe. We'll see if they change how they're playing at all.
Some sort of tactical change would be a good idea, although in talking with Wes during the season, he's had some thoughts on using a sort of dump and chase strategy, as the chase often doesn't work for them. And so hopefully we see some sort of change or injection of pace, because that's really the main thing for the Flames, is they got to keep their pace up. And if they can do that, then a strategy like that could work. But if they're getting beat to balls consistently, that's where you're going to find that they're losing these possession battles and chances because of it.
Yeah.
Justin.
Yeah, they got to dig deep, see what else there is in the tank.
Across to Paul. Shot center. Gregor can't get the tip on target. Rushing in, tipped. Gregor keeps it in. Robin. Back to Gregor. Low shot. Can't get through.
Really good chance. Deceptive release from Gregor. Arnold didn't seem like he quite had the timing there.
Center. Gregor trying to get through. Some stick play. Robin. Or
No.
Gregor, I think.
Yeah, Flames get a free hit here.
Based on the positioning, it must be Gregor. Is that another ball that got stepped on? That's crazy. And Drew to Elias. And the Flames finally get on the board.
There it is.
Break the seal on a very well-executed free hit. Andrew with a beautiful assist on that one. Great spot. And I think a good play from Brad on that one as well. Running into the wall as a bit of a distraction to sort of fake the shot from Andrew, where he found Elias wide open.
Playing in these sorts of games from the Flames' perspective, as soon as you see one go in, it's a weight off. You play looser. You start getting more confident that it's not going to take a perfect shot to beat the other goalie. You just have to get good enough chances. Expect them to be energized by that.
And we'll see if they can bring in some more energy. I think they've objectively started playing well. It just hasn't been working out in their favor. I think the better team so far in the second half, almost unarguably. Interception from Isaac, still gets it up to Andrew, loses the handle behind. Isaac intercepts that pass. A beautiful interception there from Isaac in the slot, as that one was going to the blade of Wes Tennyson too, which is an incredibly dangerous man to have possession there from about 6 feet out on a at least half, if not more, open gauge. And a bit of chaos ensues before the Sharks settle it down in their own end here. Tommy Stamadianos working within that up and off of the blade of Ian Chambers. And the free hit will be taken here by Isaac. As Matthew makes his way to the corner in front, very dangerous kick pass across. Wes corrals, Zach on him, and Wes loses it. Brad trying to pressure on that one, but the Sharks will slow it down again. They can afford to do this with the 2-goal lead. As we get a line change, Matthew going off here for Jake. Dawson up to Dimitri. Out off of Justin, and the Sharks will get possession here off the free hit. Shot from Nick low, wide, great play from Justin to get in there. Nobody missing those from about 2 feet away in a wide open net, and Justin doesn't allow the shot from Jake to get off. Paul takes it slow, sends it back to Justin. Shot off of Dawson Wiggle. And Josh Snook will hold it at the back line. Sharks looking for some sort of breakout. The Flames not pressuring. They got to start pressuring these transition chances. Paul off the boards. Great chip. Still chaos in front. Dawson barely corrals it. Josh does. Justin putting pressure on Josh now. Paul chasing him down behind the net. And the Sharks taking it slow. Again, they are playing the clock immaculately well here.
The whole hallmark of their game is this sort of mid-court possession, too. They do a really good job cycling their guys around off ball to create the looks, to keep extending those sequences. Tough to bottle up.
Wolf in behind, tries to get it out in front. Good interception by Gregor Campbell. Dimitri on it. Gregor leaves it. That'll be Flames ball in the corner. Off by the sideboards. Wes going to be the one to inbound it. He's got Paul, Dave, Gregor, and Robin with him. Gregor putting on the Jets, trying to get it down to the corner.
And another dead ball.
Not sure what the call is here, but it's possession to the Sharks.
Dead ball. Got stepped on again.
No way.
Yeah. Get Liam to increase the budget for balls next season.
Apparently. Casualties left and right. As Isaac takes it now. There's the Flames pressure. Putting it on, full court press. Andrew on Tommy, trying to find a lane up the near side. Dave intercepts, up to Ian. Shot, save, Brad. Back on it, Flames retaining possession. Back to the point for Wes, to Dave. Tries to go for the one-timer, loses it, but keeps possession. Dave with it, back to Ian. Father-son duo in action. Ian can't get the shot off. Back to Wes at the point. Wes looking for some movement up front. Ian in the corner. Brad loses it. Still keeping great pressure. As Isaac gets forced right through the boards. That'll be Sharks ball.
Looked like Brad lost his footing there. I don't know how. Didn't seem malicious, but, you know, emotions are heightened.
And the Sharks will take it from behind the net. Still a 2-goal lead. Ian intercepts, but Umesh will have it. Finds Matthew on the near side. Shot low, wide. Very close. Umesh across, great pass. Umesh loses it. Tommy still has it. Shot. Oh, he tried to get it to Zach, too. Wes up to Justin. And the Flames come back the other way. Matthew on him. Justin actually loses it for a second. But Justin going to try and play with some pace, looking for some options. Ends up hitting the back of Zach Cooper. Still with it is Justin. Across to Ian Chambers. Back to Elias, the goal scorer for the Flames so far. Justin, tip in! Brad with the goal for the Flames to get them within one.
That's the bounce they needed. You know, you get yourself to the front of the net, you put yourself in those positions to get those good bounces.
Arnold almost had that too. It tipped off his fingers before going in. One of those for each team where the goalie gets a piece of it but can't get the ball to stay out of the net. And we find ourselves within one with just over 7.5 minutes to go. We are in for a photo finish here.
Seems fitting for a final.
Absolutely, especially this season. And it's also an interesting storyline too, because typically one thing that the Flames have been sort of known for is running out of gas late. And it seems in this one that it's sort of the opposite. They were down by 3, and now entirely in the second half have made up 2 of those 3 goals. And they're coming on strong really late.
I think they're trying to exercise a few demons today.
And they very well might. Especially if they're able to lift the trophy at the end of the day. Jake on the near side. Guarded by Justin. Behind the net, Dimitri. Chucks it behind, and Justin will corral this one for the Flames. D to D, Elias with it. Trying to find a cut upfield. Paul is open, chips it near side. That one, I believe, out off of Dawson.
Yeah, that's right.
So Flames will get the free hit to resume their offense here. And a half line change. Paul tips it to Ian Chambers. Shot. Looking for a very lucky bounce in front. Will not find it. Paul goes off for a change as well. And an entire fresh line out here for the Flames. Robin pressures Josh finally as that one is cleared down. Jeff corrals. Line change for the Sharks. The Flames in transition. Andrew loses it to Isaac though. 2-on-1. Loses it. Andrew the other way. Shot wide. Flames had a golden opportunity. Brad corrals behind him. Dave near side. Back to Brad. Center. Tipped by Cashino. Good defensive play to break it up again. He's been the man who has broken up the play a couple of times in front of the net. Been a very key piece of this Sharks defense today. Wes off of Brad in front. A little bit of friendly fire. Brad off by Ian Chambers, off a defender in front. It won't get through. And Matthew Svoboda here.
Isaac doing his best goalie impression there.
Really. I mean, he has been just ridiculously good in this game on both ends of the ball and might find a goal here. So dangerous, loses it a couple of times. Out in front, whack at it, hits Jeff in the hand, unfortunately. That one chipped all the way up. Andrew behind the net. Isaac. Alley-oop. West blocks it with his chest. Corrals between his legs, ends up going right to the stick of Zach Cooper, who sends it up and over the net.
Sharks circling their prey there, but they can't get the kill.
Sharks will get the possession in the corner. 3:37 to go. Flames still need one to force a shootout. Dawson behind the net, out in front, very dangerous. If that had a different spin on it, that might have just trickled into the net and been the most unlucky goal in TFL history. Paul on Josh Snook hard. Full court press. The Flames starting to force errors out of the Sharks. Justin with it. Off to Elias. Takes a ripper. Great block by Dimitri. And that's been the story of this second half. Is an arsenal of shots from the Flames. And like bricks, the players of the Sharks forming a wall in front. Robin can't get the tip, tries to put it between his legs out in front of the net, but Dawson Wiggle is the one, gets possession in the corner. Andrew on him hard, keeps the possession deep, but Dimitri has it behind the net and finds some space. Sends it out, blocked by Andrew. Up and over the net. Line change here for the Flames as the Sharks will get possession.
Flames were calling out last shift to their guys who are out there just a minute ago. So I wouldn't be surprised if this group they're sending over the boards now is who they're riding the rest of the game.
We'll see if they can last the last 2:10. And inevitable goalie pull, I think, at this point. Andrew on the near side, taken by Tommy. Great spin move. Finds an open Zach Cooper off his stick and out of bounds, though.
No way. Timeout.
And that is a timeout call for, I assume, the Flames?
Looks like it. I'm sure both teams want to make sure their structure is all set up. Everyone knows the responsibilities. Refs are feeling loose. That's good to see.
This is going to be very interesting because Flames get the possession here with 1:45 to go. What's their structure? Do they pull their goalie now? Do they try and hold the possession for a whole minute 45?
Tough one.
Or do you wait a possession?
I think if it's me, you got to play aggressive. And, yeah, they are pulling the goalie right off the bat. Control the ball. Give yourself time to set it up. Of course, it's risky.
Well.
But, you know, at this point, you got to push.
Gotta go.
With the trophy in attendance, overlooking everyone trying to win it.
Time is of the essence here. Behind the net, Tommy cleared, blocked by Justin, corralled, back to Elias. Wes on the near side, tipped up and over the net. Flames ball.
Good save from Arnold.
Time still ticking because it's not under a minute yet. 1:20 to go. Wes on the hit in. Brad behind the net. Back to Wes. Gets it to Elias at the point. Sends it on very weakly. Looking for a tip or deflection. Justin out in front. Ian Chambers off of Isaac. Another block up over the boards.
Wow. Great vision from Justin, seeing Ian sneaking down there, even if the pass was a little lower than I'm sure he would have wanted.
1 minute to go as now we get the stoppages. Off the inbound. Justin behind the net. Back to the point for Wes. Brad. Looking for something. Nobody's moving. Into the corner for Justin.
Down to 40 seconds.
Back to the point again. Wes has it at midfield. Finds Brad. To Wes. Loses it. Matthew Swoboda on him. Wes with a man on. Elias tries to get it to Brad. They lose it at midfield. Off to Ian Chambers. 20 seconds. Wes Tennyson. Ian Chambers. Out in front for Elias. He can't find it. All the way down. Matthew tips it in. And the Sharks get their fourth on an empty net with 6 seconds to go.
And that's going to do it. They'll let the clock run out. That's 6 seconds left. Sharks becoming the first CFL franchise to win 2 championships. Flames, once again, the bridesmaid. I'm going to head back down to court level, but it's been a pleasure, Colin. Thanks for having me up here.
Absolutely.
Thanks for everything you do week in, week out for this league. It makes it a hell of a lot more fun to have this broadcast, so thank you.
No worries. It's always fun, especially when you get games like this. That again, Owen Kuehl up in the booth with me. Going to go down to the trophy presentation. That will be in the hands of the Sharks for the second time. The Flames find themselves finishing second once again in a very close game. And not only are the Sharks 2-time champions, but they beat the Flames to do it both times. As the handshakes go downstairs, the trophy presentation imminent. Say one final thank you here from myself and the rest of the leadership here at the Toronto Floorball League. Thank you for watching these broadcasts all season long. It means so much to be able to do this. And as we get ready for the trophy presentation, we turn now to the field. For one last time in Season 4, my name is Colin Doyle. We'll see you in Season 5.
Guys line up over there, face me. Yeah, hold on. They're in the middle. Squeeze, 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 squeeze.